So it looks like Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne's wife, who is a panelist on a women's talk show called The Talk, which is basically a cheap knockoff of The View. The View is on ABC, The Talk is on CBS. So it looks like Sharon Osbourne has been canceled for wrongthink. It all started when she defended her fellow Brit Piers Morgan after he didn't buy the sob story from Harry and Meghan during their heart-wrenching interview with Oprah Winfrey that they had to leave the royal family because of racism. As you know, it's extremely politically incorrect these days not to put black people on a pedestal or to feel bad for them when they have black fragility, when they imagine that they're the victim of racism where none exists. So after Oprah interviewed the royal nitwits, Piers Morgan didn't drink the Kool-Aid and didn't pretend to drink the Kool-Aid and instead did what normal people did and mocked them. Of course, Piers was denounced in the media in England and around the world for being a racist. And when Sharon Osbourne was defending him on her show, she asked her fellow co-host, who is a woman of color, to point out any evidence that Piers was.
This is the situation.
Yes.
You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me, tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist.
Then the twits on Twitter, which is the engine that's driving the crazy train, decided to come after Sharon, caused her to trend, and once that happens, if you work for a major corporation, as you know, your job is pretty much toast because nobody has a backbone these days to just ignore the idiots online. So CBS decided to put the show on hiatus while they launch an investigation into Sharon Osbourne. And then she made the fatal mistake. She apologized. She posted this on Twitter, of course, quote, "After some reflection, after sitting with your comments and sitting with my heart, I would like to address the discussion on The Talk this past Wednesday. I have always embraced with so much love and support the black community, and I have deep respect and love for the black community. To anyone of color that I offended and or to anyone that feels confused or let down by what I said, I am truly sorry. I panicked, felt blindsided, got defensive, and allowed my fear and horror of being accused of being racist to take over. There are very few things that hurt my heart more than racism, so to feel associated with that spun me fast. I am not perfect. I am still learning like the rest of us, and will continue to learn, listen, and do better. Never apologize to the social media mob. If you've offended the liberals, then celebrate. Point at them and laugh and continue to mock them. Because it's better to be canceled standing on your feet than living on your knees. Maybe we should have a new rule that if somebody does apologize, then we should join the mob and get them canceled because then they truly deserve it.
I'm sorry. You may have heard that yesterday we had a discussion here about political correctness and Halloween costumes. And that conversation turned to whether it is ever okay for a person of one race to dress up as another. A black person making their face lighter or a white person making theirs darker to make a costume complete. I defended the idea, saying as long as it was respectful and part of a Halloween costume, it seemed okay. Well, I was wrong, and I am sorry.
One caveat, however, if somebody said or did something in the heat of the moment that they really are sorry for, that actually was offensive or hurtful, I mean, not by today's standards, by like 1990s standards, and they're saying they're sorry because they're actually sorry, not that they're doing it to appease the mob or to keep their job or because they've been brainwashed into thinking that what they did was wrong. If you actually did do something that you're sorry for. And when I was preparing for this video, I was trying to think if out of all the years that I've been on YouTube, if I've ever said anything that looking back on, I was like, oh man, I kind of crossed the line. I shouldn't have said that. That was too offensive. I feel bad about that.
I was just about to sign the peace treaty between the United States and North Korea when I noticed that President Trump had some misspelled tweets about an unrelated matter. So the deal is off. Make no mistake about it, he will be back. How dare you?
And I can't think of a single thing Actually, I guess I'm sorry that I haven't gone far enough. I'm sorry that I am too nice. I'm not offensive enough. I noticed in the comments of the video that I did about the Bachelor diversity disaster that a lot of people were wondering if they missed something in the photo, the selfie that the poor girl took that caused the whole show to have a meltdown and caused the Bachelor to dump her. Well, you missed that she was wearing a dress from the 1800s because, like I said, it was an Old South themed party, an antebellum themed party for her sorority, which is very popular down in the South. She's from Georgia. And so that's what you missed. That's what caused the whole controversy. She was wearing a dress from the Old South, and in the Old South there was slavery. And so the party must have been celebrating slavery instead of Southern heritage. And so that's what caused the whole meltdown. And I wasn't joking when I said that despite her crying and groveling and still pledging her unwavering love for the Black Bachelor, that he felt that she still just wasn't sorry enough.
Where do things stand now between you and Rachel?
As Rachel acknowledged in her apology, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I have to take a step back and allow her to put in that work. And I'm looking forward to seeing her put in that work.
So you all are no longer together?
We're not.
Sorry to hear that.
The white shaming just never ends. But there was a hilarious part that I did forget to mention, and that was when they went to meet the family of the Bachelor. And here's his mom, and here's his brother, Master P. Make him say, da 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 da, da 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 da. And that was it. There's a joke to be made here, but I shouldn't say it. Everybody's thinking it, however, so there's really no need to. Don Lemon has a new book out, and I'll give you one guess as to what it's about.
And the subtitle is What I Say to My Friends About Racism, because my white friends started calling me after George Floyd and after the protests of the summer of 2020, and they said, Don, I love you. I feel like in some way I let you down as a friend because I didn't understand the plight of your plight and black people and what you deal with.
I'm so sorry, Don. Tell us more about the struggles that you face in 21st century America, where you're only making millions of dollars a year reading a teleprompter for an hour a night. If the madness that the media has been fomenting doesn't end soon, then America is going to be finished as a country and as a culture. If you want to help spread the word about the liberal pathogen before it's too late and find like-minded individuals who haven't been infected, order my Liberalism Find a Cure shirt from my online store at markdice.com. Save 20% off of anything for the rest of this week by using the promo code DOOMED at the checkout. And if the Liberalism Find a Cure shirt's not your style, then I'm sure you'll enjoy a I Love Global Warming shirt that contains facts and opinions some may find offensive, a Trump 2024 shirt, or any of my awesome designs. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below, use the promo code DOOMED at the checkout, and check them out.